$320,800. That's roughly 8.4 billion Vietnamese dong, or about 131 units of the most expensive iPhone 17 Pro Max. That is the penalty for refusing to play. But right now, money is not the real issue. The Iran national football team has officially boycotted the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And suddenly, a rare vacancy has appeared in Group G. A spot at the biggest tournament in world football is now unexpectedly up for grabs. And the big question is simple. Which team will be lucky enough to receive this golden ticket that has seemingly fallen from the sky? Even before the Trianda ball has a chance to roll, the shockwaves from the political chessboard have already slammed into FIFA headquarters. Iran's announcement that it is withdrawing from the biggest tournament on the planet is a cold shower for the organizers. It all stems from a shocking geopolitical upheaval, a 2-week airstrike campaign by the United States and Israel that has claimed the lives of more than 2,000 Iranians, including Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. Those are numbers that speak for themselves. Numbers stained with a dark shadow hanging over a tournament meant to unite the world. Iran's sports minister, Ahmad Danyamali, appeared on national television with a firm message, cutting off all hope of seeing Team Melli perform on American soil. Danyamali's statement struck like a hand slamming down on the negotiating table. Considering that this corrupt regime has assassinated our leader, under no circumstances can we participate in the World Cup. Our players do not have security, and fundamentally, the conditions required to take part simply do not exist. Hostile measures against Iran, 2 wars forced upon us within just 8 or 9 months, and several thousand of our citizens have been killed. This statement extinguished the shuttle diplomacy efforts of FIFA President Gianni Infantino. Just hours before Danyamali spoke, the head of world football's most powerful governing body was still trying to paint an optimistic picture. Infantino affirmed that he had received assurances from Donald Trump that the Iran national football team would be granted entry permission to compete. On his personal Instagram account, Gianni Infantino shared, "President Donald Trump reiterated that the Iran national football team, of course, will always be welcome to compete in the tournament in the United States. We need an event like the FIFA World Cup to bring people closer together now more than ever. And I sincerely thank the President of the United States for his support." However, this promise faces a massive legal barrier within the United States itself. Last year, President Donald Trump signed an executive order suspending visa issuance for citizens of 19 countries, and Iran is squarely on that list. Although the United States Department of State has the authority to grant exceptions for individuals participating in certain major sporting events, the gap between theory and reality has now widened into a deep divide, shaped by irreconcilable conflicts. The Iran national football team proved their ability by dominating Group A in the 3rd round of the Asian qualifiers to confidently secure a place at their 4th consecutive FIFA World Cup. They were drawn into Group G, a group widely considered manageable. According to the schedule, Team Melli's opening match was set for June 15th against the New Zealand national football team at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. That would be followed by a clash with the Belgium national football team, before closing the group stage with a major showdown against the Egypt national football team in Seattle. But now, all of those plans have become nothing more than discarded pages. Iran's refusal to send representatives to the World Cup Planning Summit in Atlanta last week was the clearest sign yet of their decision to reject the tournament. No country has withdrawn from a World Cup after successfully qualifying since the 1950 tournament in Brazil. At that time, India, Scotland, France, and Turkey pulled out, largely due to costs and logistical complications. But the story of 2026 carries a completely different scale. Even though the tournament has now expanded to 48 teams, a single vacancy in Group G is still enough to disrupt the entire operational system. FIFA is now being pushed into a race against time. Ahmad Danyamali has not yet confirmed whether Iran has officially begun the formal withdrawal process. But the organizers must prepare for every possible scenario. FIFA's rulebook, specifically Article 6 of the 2026 World Cup regulations, plays a crucial role in determining who will receive the replacement spot. The financial penalties are clearly stated. Any team that withdraws from the tournament no later than 30 days before the first match will face a minimum fine of 250,000 Swiss francs equivalent to $320,800. But that is only the tip of the iceberg. More severe disciplinary measures could also be imposed, including banning that member federation from participating in future FIFA competitions. But FIFA's real power lies in the wording that follows. Regulation 6.5 on force majeure clearly states, if a participating member association withdraws, or a match cannot take place, or is abandoned due to force majeure, the FIFA organizing body, including the Tournament Operations Center, shall decide the matter at its sole discretion and take any action it deems necessary. Regulation 6.7 further reinforces this authority. If any participating member association withdraws and / is excluded from the 2026 FIFA World Cup, FIFA shall decide the matter at its sole discretion. FIFA may decide to replace the member association concerned with another association. FIFA's rulebook also includes a more specific guideline. The replacement team will be a nominated standby option, usually the runner-up directly from the relevant qualifying playoff, or the highest-ranked team that failed to qualify from that continental confederation. But as you can see, the wording in the regulations only goes as far as the word usually. Back when we studied English, teachers explained that often is an adverb of frequency indicating a probability of occurrence of no more than 50%. Based on the legal framework mentioned above, FIFA holds the ultimate prerogative. They can do whatever they deem necessary to fill the vacant spot. Finding a replacement for Iran is not simply a matter of pulling another national team into the tournament bracket. It is a complex puzzle involving logic, fairness, as well as geographical and logistical limitations. FIFA must weigh multiple factors before making a final decision on who fills the vacant spot. So let's take a look at the most plausible scenarios that could unfold. Scenario 1. The perfect piece named Iraq. From a logical perspective, based on the qualifying system, Iraq emerges as the most convincing candidate. They are the team with the best record among those that failed to secure a direct ticket from the Asian qualifiers. However, the complication lies in their already packed schedule. Iraq is currently set to face the winner of the Intercontinental Playoff between Suriname and Bolivia in Monterrey, Mexico on March 31st to compete for the final qualifying spot. If FIFA were to hand Iran's spot directly to Iraq, the problem in Group G would be solved. But immediately, another gap would appear. Who would replace Iraq in that Intercontinental Playoff match? On top of that, the current circumstances are tying the hands of the Iraqi side. The brutality of the war has effectively paralyzed airspace across much of the Middle East. Iraqi players are struggling to obtain visas and still have no clear way of flying to Mexico. Their participation in the tournament now depends entirely on whether the skies reopen. Scenario 2. The rise of the UAE. If Iraq becomes unavailable or is moved directly into the finals, the UAE would be the next name to be called. In Asia, the UAE finished just behind Iran and Uzbekistan in Group A, both of whom secured direct qualification in the third round of the qualifiers. And although they later suffered defeat against Iraq in the Asian playoff, they still remain a strong representative. If Iraq declines or is promoted directly to take Iran's place, the UAE could be chosen either to replace Iran in the tournament or to take Iraq's spot in the Intercontinental Playoff. However, similar to Iraq, UAE players are also facing concerns regarding air travel to North America. Scenario 3. Breaking the barrier to bring in Italy. When the internal Asian options reach a dead end due to war and geographical distance, FIFA can fully use its trump card authority to look beyond the boundaries of this continent. If they want to find a big name, a team with strong commercial appeal to compensate for the absence, Italy would be the most prominent candidate. The former world powerhouse is currently ranked 13th in the FIFA rankings. They are preparing to enter the UEFA playoff round at the end of the month to determine their own fate. For the nation of pasta, the playoffs at this moment feel more daunting than battles against the traditional giants. Nothing guarantees victory for Gennaro Gattuso's side, as they must face a do-or-die contest against Northern Ireland, Wales, or Bosnia and Herzegovina. Granting Italy a direct ticket would certainly face criticism from Asia. But with the absolute authority written in Article 6.7, FIFA has the power to ignore public pressure. Alternatively, a softer solution would be to move Suriname or Bolivia directly into the finals instead of forcing them to play the Intercontinental Playoff. Scenario 4. a risky three-team group. A complicated and least likely solution would be for FIFA to keep Group G unchanged with only 3 teams: Belgium, Egypt, and New Zealand. They would compete in a round-robin format among themselves. The expanded format of the 2026 World Cup states that the best third-place teams will qualify for the knockout stage. However, leaving a group short of 1 participant would create a serious imbalance in goal difference and points, undermining the integrity of a tournament that has been carefully designed in every detail. Football history has witnessed fairy tales written by last-minute replacements. The decision to replace a national team in a major international tournament is not without precedent. Turning back to the summer of 1992, the football world witnessed a similar upheaval. The Yugoslavia national team, a true powerhouse at the time, was expelled from the Euro finals due to geopolitical turmoil. Denmark, who had finished second behind Yugoslavia in the qualifiers, were urgently called up as their replacement. Danish players were summoned back from their summer holidays, pulling on their boots without any thorough preparation. And the rest is history. They produced a miraculous run, defeating the strongest opponents to lift the trophy, creating one of the greatest stories in the history of world sport. Could the 2026 World Cup produce a second Denmark? A little-known team suddenly receiving a gift from the sky and turning North America upside down? For now, everything remains uncertain. The fate of the Group G ticket depends entirely on 2 factors: the moment Iran submits its official withdrawal document and the status of airspace reopening for Middle Eastern countries such as Iraq or the UAE. The political ball has rolled onto the football pitch, and the most difficult task now rests squarely on FIFA's shoulders. Choosing a team to replace Iran is not merely about filling an empty slot in the schedule, but a historic decision that requires determination to preserve the structure of a World Cup being severely tested by the times.